Bud Light and everything from skincare to sports bras are choosing to go with Dylan Mulvaney as their spokesperson. And it really makes you wonder why. Why any company, when they see what happens to another business that chooses to go woke, when they see that it drops their sales and drops their stock value and makes them have to let go of employees, why they would look at that and say, that's what we need to adopt for our company. Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. If you are new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here and choosing to watch one of my videos. I hope that you will choose to subscribe as well. And if you're returning, welcome back. And I appreciate your continued support. Please be sure that you hit that subscribe button. I like to give my opinion and perspective on things that are happening today. News, events, politics, current events, anything going on in the world that I think needs another opinion, a voice of logic, reason, and sanity, if you will. So we will talk about something going on today that I think that we need to address. I also hope that you will head on over to Rumble and find me there under Outspoken Samantha in the event that YouTube decides I have violated their community standards and chooses to kick me off their platform forever. That being said, let's get into today's topic. So I know that we have seen all of the commotion around Dylan Mulvaney being selected as a spokesperson, as the face of this particular ad campaign by Bud Light, which is probably one of the most bizarre partnerships that I have ever seen. Now, if you haven't had the privilege of seeing this particular ad, I apologize, but if I have to see it, you have to see it. So here it is.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers!
Full disclosure, I don't drink, at all. I don't drink beer, I don't drink wine, I don't drink anything with alcohol in it. So that's just me. So I cannot tell you anything about the product. I don't know what tastes good, what doesn't taste good. There seems to be a lot of people that are of the opinion that Bud Light just sucks in general. And it's just, one of those things, if it's what's available, people will purchase it. I don't know anything about it. I couldn't point you in the direction of, what would be a quality product in this arena and what would not. But I could confidently point to who I think their target demographic would be and what their customer base looks like. And something tells me just off the top of my head that Dylan Mulvaney is not it. And people that run around like Dylan Mulvaney and think like Dylan Mulvaney and act like Dylan Mulvaney are so far removed from who the target demographic and the base would be to purchase this product that you would have to intentionally want to sink this company to use Dylan Mulvaney as the face of it. Which makes this following video even more interesting because I did see the video of the marketing genius who came up with this idea.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men.
Serious question. Why do they all look like that?
Why are you the way that you are?
She says that Bud Light sales were down, yet her marketing genius plan was to pick the person that is most likely to repel customers from purchasing their product. She says this is about inclusion and diversity, but the only people that they're interested in including are the most out of touch with reality, deranged people in our society, which thankfully still makes up a very small percentage of the population. But these people seem to have forgotten that America already is the most diverse country on earth. We don't force people to think the same way or to have the same beliefs or to adhere to the same ideologies or have the same personal values. We are able to live peacefully, having our own belief systems, practicing our own religions, and not forcing these things on each other. But the new woke cult is like the fastest growing religion in America today. These far left idiots are so out of touch with reality. They are just bent on forcing all of us to accept this deranged collection of ideas, but it's not working. I mean, in this particular case, Anheuser-Busch lost $4 billion in sales since they pulled this stunt with Dylan Mulvaney. And it is really sad because it is everyday people that are affected by it.
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser, and the sole product of the company I work for is Anheuser-Busch products. So with all this canceling going on, I've never seen such little sales in this past few days on these products. And it's sad because when people don't buy this beer, I don't make money and I can't feed my family. So it's kind of heartbreaking, I guess, that Anheuser-Busch did what they did. They don't know their clientele. So it's kind of heartbreaking.
It's not just Bud Light who thought this was a great idea. Apparently, Dylan Mulvaney has signed on with brands like Oil of Olay, and he's selling sports bras for Nike and tampons for Tampax. Explain that to me. He's also worked with Walmart and Urban Decay and Charlotte Tilbury and Crest. All of these names that, do have a very wide customer base, a very diverse customer base already. So if this really is about diversity, why are they using the same deranged real life version of a female cartoon for all of their brands? So I think there's a lot of different reasons for this. I was listening to Steve Deace and he had a take on it, and he was talking about how big of a cult this really is, how the behaviors are similar to that of a cult, and how these people are just so dedicated to this that they just cannot see outside of it. And then I was listening to Liz Wheeler, and she was talking about the ESG scores and how corporations have to have a particular score for the future of how the woke plans on running our economy, and how your business is rewarded based on your political activism and your political support of their causes. So there are all of these aspects to it. So aside from the programs that are being pushed through corporations like DEI and ESG, and all of these other things that other commentators have said, my perspective comes from like the activist perspective, what I see in the people that support these things, from their base that go out and scream and cry in the streets for all of these things that they are protesting for or against. They have no skin in the game whatsoever. It does not matter to them if Bud Light loses business or if Walmart loses business. These are not their businesses. They have put no blood, sweat, and tears into building up these corporations or employing people or anything like that. So they don't have to care. And it seems to be the mindset of a lot of these people that, because it doesn't affect them or because they haven't sacrificed anything to build it up, that it doesn't matter what happens to it. These are the people that hate capitalism. They hate success. They hate to see anybody have more wealth than anybody else, which is interesting because they do more to damage everyday people and, the people that are not wealthy than they do to harm the wealthy. And we also need to remember that these activists are the same people that cheered on months and months and months of riots, of burning down businesses in their very communities. They also are the same people that see no problem with CVS stores and Walgreens being completely and totally emptied of products because of crime and stealing and theft in different communities, and how numerous stores in different cities have had to shut down because of the crime. And they don't even care about the fact that it is everyday people that suffer as a result of this. This is the most narcissistic, self-centered generation in existence. They don't care about the guy that can't feed his family if a company goes under. They don't care about the loss of jobs in a particular area if stores stores or closing and taking their business away from these areas. They don't care about the impact, because in the minds of these people, this is a sacrifice that they are willing to make. They are willing to sacrifice your business and your income and your livelihood for their cause. Bud Light may not be up in flames. There may not be riots in the street burning down stores that sell Bud Light, but putting Dylan Mulvaney as the face of this campaign for this organization or for this store or for this brand is achieving the same thing as if those riots still were happening, as if somebody just came up and lit the place on fire. It's the same end goal, but just a different tactic. I also think that it's really funny that these are the people that screamed about having a livable wage, that want to be paid $25 an hour just to hand you a container of French fries, yet they have absolutely no problem making it impossible for anybody to have a wage at all. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, or just help me with the algorithm and leave an emoji in the comments below. I love being able to make videos for you guys, but I do need your support in subscriptions. Just free, hit the subscribe button so I continue to grow and reach more people. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video, and I will see you in the next one.